Okay, so we're up to the sixth aliyah. Torah reading for Eikev, Devarim, Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, verse Yud, which is verse 10. Okay. For the land to which you are coming to possess is not like the land of Egypt, out of which you came, where you sowed your seed and which you watered by foot like vegetable garden. But the land to which you pass to possess is a land of mountains and valleys and absorbs water from the rains of heaven. A land the Lord your God looks after. The eyes of the Lord your God are always upon it, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And it will be, if you hearken to my commandments that I command you this day, to love the Lord your God and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. Here we go. It's also repeating words that we say in the Shema. I will give the rain of your land at its time, the earlier rain and the latter rain, and you will gather in your grain, your wine, and your oil. And I'll give grass in your fields for your livestock, and you'll eat and you'll be sated and you'll be satisfied. Something we say in Bir Hamazon. Beware, lest your hearts be misled and you turn away and worship strange gods and prostrate yourselves before them. Don't just be, I'm giving you the warning again. Like, just, you're going to get, like, you're going to be eaten, you're going to be satisfied, then maybe you're going to start thinking about other gods. What other gods are there? Money. That guy on TV who says that he's good for Israel. I don't know, whatever it is that we're like, worshiping that day. Our Twitter account, Facebook, Instagram, whatever like celebrity that we like think is like good for Israel says the right things. Like, don't be misled by people. The wrath of the Lord will be kindled against you, and you'll close up all the heavens, and there will be no rain, and the ground will not give its produce, and you'll quickly perish from upon the good land that the Lord gives you. This land is super sensitive, Eretz Yisrael. And you shall set these words of mine upon your heart and upon your soul, and bind them with a sign on your hand, so that they shall be ornaments between your eyes. So we don't put it literally on our hand; we put it up in our bicep. And it's talking about the totafot, the tefillin, and we put the head. We put it not between our eyes. We don't put it here. We put it here, the tefillin. And you shall teach, and it's a black box. It doesn't mention that it's a black box. It doesn't mention what exact parsha we're supposed to go. It doesn't say that it's made out of cows hide, out of animal hide, only kosher animal hide. It doesn't say anything about it. It just says these are the things that it says, and all the other things that we know about tefillin are from the oral tradition that was eventually written down, that Moses learned, that wasn't written down in the Torah. It's called the unwritten rules. You know how baseball has like all these unwritten rules? So the Judaism has ain't so unwritten rules, but eventually they are written down in what we call the Mishnah and the Talmud. All the Mishnah and the Talmud is all the unwritten rules, the oral tradition, which eventually was written down. Okay. And you shall teach them to your sons and daughters. I added the word daughters. You shall teach them to your sons to speak with them when you sit in your house and when you walk on the way, when you lie down and when you rise. So this isn't like a one-time teaching that you just teach like once, to your kids. Keep Shabbos. Wear tefillin, you don't just say it once. You talk about it when you're sleeping. You're thinking about it when you're lying down. Like, this is like a full-time endeavor. And you inscribe them on your doorposts of your house, and mezuzah, and upon your gates, like, right, of your cities and of your, like, there's rules about where you put a mezuzah. Ask your local rabbi. In order that your days may increase and your days, so you're going to live longer, and the days of your children on the land which the Lord swore to your forefathers to give them, as the days of the heavens above the earth. So if you do these things, you're going to get to keep Eretz Yisrael. Okay, that's the end of the sixth aliyah.